Hey everybody, welcome. This is No Bones About Wrestling. I'm one of your hosts, Asa. Hi. And this is the return of AEW Weekly. Welcome back. It's been months since we've done this show. It is your weekly wrap up of all things AEW and a little preview as well. My co host Switch is going to be here in just a moment. But yeah, we're going to go through Dynamite last week, give the results, and rate the matches on our bone scale, which 0 bones is terrible, 5 bones is great. We're going to go through Collision, do the same thing for that. And I think Switch is here. What's up, Switch?
What's up, bruh?
Oh, wait, I can't hear you. Oh, I can hear you now. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. In a different location
Oh, okay. Where are you at?
at my pop's crib, man.
Cool. So I was just telling the folks we're going to do Dynamite and Collision, then we're going to discuss some things going on in AEW. We're
hmm
going to do a brief preview of what we know so far about Double or Nothing. Then we're going to do our top fives, which are our ratings of the men, women, and teams in AEW. And then we're going to close the show out with a preview of tonight's show. They're doing Dynamite and Collision tonight, so we're going to talk about those. Uh, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started with it. Dynamite April 29th was in Fairfax, Virginia, kind of Switch's neck of the woods up there.
Yep, yep.
We started with a TNT title match. We saw Kevin Knight beat MJF with a low blow, not a very face-like thing to do, but it was a great match. Kevin Knight kept the belt. I gave it 4.5 bones out of 5.
Yeah, I gave it 4.5 bones too. Did they just
Oh
kick
wait,
me
you went
out?
off. Your video went off. Let me see. All right, you're
There
back.
we go.
I don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
yeah. I gave it 4.5 bones too, and yeah, I think my premonition might be coming to light. I said Kevin Knight can turn heel, and that was the heelish thing he did.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're going to talk about that a little later too.
hmm
Um, but yeah, great match. Those two worked well together. MJF, that's definitely an upset for Kevin Knight. That's Kevin Knight's biggest win in the company, I think.
Yeah,
Uh, Next, we saw the Brawling Birds in a squash match. They beat Emily J and Jordan Blade, whoever they are.
hmm
Then we had an international title match. We saw Kazuchika Okada, the champion. He defeated Ace Austin of the Bang Bang Gang, hit him with the Rainmaker, and got the pinfall. I gave that one 4.5 bones too.
I gave that 4 bones, man. I enjoyed that match.
Yeah, Ace Austin really showed out, showed us what he can do in that match.
Yeah, Ace is good.
He was able to hang with Okada, I think.
hmm
Next up, we saw Cage and Cope beat RPG Vice. Trent submitted in the match. Gave that one 3.5 bones.
Yeah, I also gave that 3.5 bones.
Decent match, pretty good match.
hmm
Even AEW's like decent matches are usually pretty good. I think you know.
Yeah,
Next up, we saw a women's tag title match. The champions Divine Dominion beat Hikaru Shida and Chris Statlander. They had a double choke slam and pinned Shida. I gave that 3 bones out of 5.
I gave it 2.5 bones for the weirdness.
Yeah, it was confusing because midway through the match, Hikaru Shida like kicked Statlander in the stomach or something like that,
Yeah,
and then they kept teaming. So I did not understand what was happening there.
no mention of it from commentary or nothing. Just went head on with the match.
Yeah, and then I think they're teaming up again tonight. I think.
Oh Lord,
Let me see.
I think they are against Harley and Mina.
Yeah, correct. Yep. So we'll see what all that's about. I don't know. It was very strange. I mean, if they're gonna have
hmm
Sheeta turn heel, that's fine. But just the way they did everything was very confusing. Statlander didn't seem to mind getting kicked in the gut.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I don't know what was going on there. Next up, we saw Roosh squash Stephen Fuerte. Then the main event of Dynamite was a world title match. We saw the champion Darby Allin He pinned Brody King after several coffin drops. I thought it was a very good, pretty brutal match. 4.5 bones out of 5.
Yeah, I also gave it 4.5 bones.
Pretty good show, all in all.
Yeah,
Um, Seeing Darby, establish himself a little more as the champion.
and Darby and Brody,
Next
they
up,
always work good together.
yeah, yeah. They do a good, big man, little man type match. Better than most of
Hmm.
those types of matches, I think. Next up, AEW Collision, May 2nd in Peoria, Illinois. We started off with a 10-man tag. Saw Pac, Claudio Castagnoli, Continental Champion John Moxley, David Finlay, and Clark Connors, and they beat Top Flight and the Rascals. Pac got Darius Martin to submit to the Rings of Saturn. I don't know what Pac calls it, but it was the Rings of Saturn that Perry
Hmm.
Saturn used to do. It was a very chaotic 10-man tag, but like everybody was in for the whole match, basically.
Yeah,
I gave it 4.5 bones out of 5.
I also gave it 4.5 bones. Even though it was
Yeah.
chaotic, it's still good.
Yeah, very good match. A lot of brawling
Crazy.
on the outside, a lot of Top Flight and the Rascals, coming out of nowhere
Hmm.
with high flying stuff. Pretty good match. National title match was next. We saw the champion, Jungle Jack Perry. He retained over Mascara Dorada. Hit a middle rope Hurricane Rana to score the pinfall. Uh, Very good match again. I liked Dorada a lot. And Perry looked good, looked improved, I thought. I gave it 4.5 bones out of 5.
Yep, I agree with you, man. I gave it 4.5 bones too.
Yeah. Next up, we saw a non title trios match. The champions, the conglomeration of Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong, they beat MXM TV, which is MXM and Johnny TV. Orange Cassidy hit the apathetic elbow drop for the pin, and I gave that 3 bones out of 5. There wasn't a whole lot to it.
Yeah, I gave it 3 bones just for the tip. The tip.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of MXM. I don't think what they do is funny. I don't know.
That's great. I enjoy it, man.
Really?
Mansoor looks like not Mansoor. Mace, he looks like a freaking He could be a
Yeah.
monster. Yo.
Yeah. He should be doing something totally different for
Yeah,
AEW, I think. Up next, we had a TBS title match. Champion Willow Nightingale pinned Anna Jay. It was just okay. I gave it 2.5 bones.
yeah. I gave it 2 bones.
There you go. Next up, we saw Juice Robinson and Ace Austin of the Bang Bang Gang, and they beat Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia of the Death Riders. They were accompanied by Marina Shafir and John Moxley. And Robinson pinned Wheeler Yuta after a front face DDT. Another very good match on this collision. I gave it 4.5 bones.
I also gave it 4.5 bones, and I was surprised. I did not think the Bang Bang Gang was going to get that win with how they've
Yeah,
been pushing the Death Riders.
yeah. And after the match, the Guns returned to save Juice and Ace from a beatdown. So that was exciting to see.
Guns
And
up.
Colton Gunn is like buff now. Did you
Ripped.
notice that?
Yes, I did. My boy looks ripped. I
Yeah.
was so happy to see him, man. You should have heard me in my living room. I was like, oh yes, all 4 of them together again. Now let's go, let's go.
Yeah, now
Give
we're
my
just
guys a push.
yeah, now we're just waiting for Jay White whenever that happens. I've given up
Yep.
on it on him coming back, really. I don't know what the deal is with that.
I don't either.
Up next we saw Sky Blue Squash. I think her name was Nixie XS. I
Knicks
liked her.
XS.
Say what?
Knicks.
Nix XS?
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. I liked her look, but we didn't get to see much of what she has in the ring.
Nah.
Sky Blue got her to submit to a full body scissors. And Nasty A Gamer says, "Hey, how are you? Doing well. Hope you are.
Doing good,
Thank you
doing
for
good.
watching." Um, Up next, the main event was a TNT title match. Kevin Knight kept his belt. He beat Hook, who was accompanied by Katsuyori Shibata. Knight hit the UFO splash and got the pinfall on Hook. And I thought that was another really good match. I gave it 4.5 bones also.
I also gave it 4.5 bones. Collision was rocking this week.
It really was. That's 1, 2, 3. I gave 4.5 bone matches on Collision. It was a pretty
Yeah.
good show, I thought.
Nasty says, glad to hear that. Thanks for asking. And how's your stream going? We're doing
So
good, man. Just doing a
yeah,
little
so far.
AEW weekly review here.
Yep, so far so good. And I just lost. There we go. Yeah, so far so good. This is us returning to AEW Weekly. Switch is filling in for K Fabulous, who has a lot of schoolwork going on this time of year. And she will be back with us in late May, early June. She'll be back with us and back with her fashion segment, her wrestling
Oh,
fashion segment that she does.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Up next, we're going to talk about some stuff going on in the world of AEW. First, on Dynamite, we saw John Moxley give the offer uh, of Will Ospreay joining the Death Riders. What do you think about this switch? Should he join? Is he going to?
I don't know, bro. I mean, Mox is such a daggone alpha, you know what I'm saying? And I feel Osprey is too. And I'm like, I don't know how that's gonna work.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess it could because did you ever think Daniel was alpha when he was in there?
Who?
Daniel,
Daniel? Oh, Brian Danielson.
yeah. Like you think they was
Kinda.
equals when they
Yeah.
started? Okay. I mean, if you
Kinda.
think about it like that, maybe it can work. I just don't know, man. I thought Osprey would have that belt before, because well, Mox, it's so weird because Mox gets cheered, but the
Yeah.
rest of the group gets booed.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know if I really want to see him in the Death Riders, man.
Yeah. I don't think I want to see it. Like you're saying, I think it would take away from Ospreay's star power a little, just being part of a group.
Yeah, unless they're gonna present him totally different, which is what I'm thinking is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Instead of him doing so much of the high impact and flying stuff, he's gonna
Hmm.
get real cerebral with his wrestling, like a lot of
Okay.
grounding stuff, technical stuff. I think
Okay.
that's where they're going with it.
Hmm. So you think
Because
he's going to change his style, whether he joins the Death Riders or not?
I think he's going to change it if he does join the Death Riders because
Okay.
I want to say it was Collision. He had showed up and he was like, "Where's the ring at?" And they in the hallway. He was like, "This is our ring right here." And they got ready to get down right there in the hallway with their trainer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he's going to change up a little bit, man.
Okay. And Nasty Gamer says, "Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?" He says he is from Virginia. Well, Switch is from Virginia, and
Yep.
I am down in North Carolina. Um, so next on a radio show, either yesterday or today, Bobby Lashley was being interviewed. It was on 101.9 Kiss FM. I'm not sure where that station's located, but Bobby Lashley was interviewed, and they asked him who he would maybe like to see as the next member of the Hurt Syndicate, and he said three names. He said Kevin Knight, Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay. So first off, what would you think about Kevin Knight joining the Hurt Syndicate?
You already know that was my. I've been advocating for Kevin Knight
Yeah.
to join them. So yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with Kevin Knight joining them. But I want the Hurt Syndicate to be heels. They're
Yeah.
another team that's cheered, and the Hurt
Yeah.
Syndicate maybe they're just too cool to get booed and stuff. It's so good. Well, Shelton anyway. I love Shelton's in ring work. Bob
Hmm.
can get a little boring sometimes, but
Yeah.
yeah, I can see Kevin Knight over there. What you think?
My thing is, like you're saying, the Hurt Syndicate are supposed to be heels, but they get cheered. I think a lot of that is because of the way they've been booked. I mean, they win pretty much everything, and people love winners. Whether you're a heel or face, people love winners usually.
Hmm.
Um, but Kevin Knight, because of his high flying and his fast style, it's a really crowd pleasing style. I don't see the fans really turning on Kevin Knight and booing him. So I'm for him, just like with Osprey. I'm for Knight staying on his own and building his career up a little more before he becomes a member of a group and maybe goes into the background a little bit, you know?
Yeah, but with Kevin Knight's promos, I could see him like doing trash talking as a heel. I think he
Yeah,
has that in him.
yeah. We'll see. I think we disagree on that one. I can agree I could see it, but I don't really want to see it. Next up, what do you think? Swerve Strickland joining the Hurt Syndicate. What do you think about that one?
Once again, that comes down to them two alphas, man. Like
Hmm.
when Bobby first went over to AEW, I always thought Bobby would like be like directly into the title picture, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me
And have a
too.
belt. That's Swerve's main goal. So
Hmm.
I really I couldn't see him fitting with them. I like Swerve on his own with Nana do his thing. If you want to have Swerve put another faction together, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with all that. Yeah, I don't. Swerve needs to stay on his own too. So I think we're gonna have the same answer on this one too. Will Ospreay joining the Hurt Syndicate. That's kind of a weird name to keep out there.
Nah.
No,
No, no. Just no. You don't even need reason for that. No, it's not gonna work.
would that be like Owen Hart joining the Nation? Because the Hurt Syndicate have always been all black. Do
It,
you
it
do you think
would
that
be.
matters? I mean, like
I
you
don't
know,
I don't think that matters. Once again, Osprey is another big name.
right?
The only reason I say it would be different than the Nation of Domination with Owen. Owen was good. Don't get me wrong. Owen was great,
Yeah,
but his status over there wasn't where Osprey's is in AEW right now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I
So yeah,
say let Osprey stay on his own. He's such a big act. I don't think he needs anything with him. Just let him go and do his thing.
now, if you want to have a little fun with it, you can go two ways with it, being that they have recently been released. Let Bobby go for that world. You can let Shelton go for TNT or the Intercontinental and come on and bring New Day up into the Hurt Syndicate. Or Swerve can bring the New Day in.
Well, that was another question I didn't send you, but I added it on. We were going to get to it later, so we'll just do it now. You
Oh,
think
my
the New
bad, bro.
Day do what?
My bad.
No, you're fine. You didn't know. We can talk about it right now. Are the New Day heading to AEW? What do you think, man?
Everything in me says yes.
Yeah, me too.
Everything in me says yes. I I wouldn't be surprised if they separated and
Hmm.
Consequences Creed went back to TNA because that's where he was at.
Yeah,
But
really,
I would rather the I don't think TNA could give him the money that AEW could give him if
definitely.
if the rumors are true that they that WWE wanted them to take a pay cut. So the New Day is about their money. And
Right.
AEW will be able to offer the New Day more money than TNA could. But I can see them both coming to AEW.
Yeah, I agree. And the New Day and the Young Bucks for years have kind of teased the idea of a tag team dream match, New Day versus Young Bucks. And we could finally see that, and I think that would be pretty great. I like both those teams' styles.
Bruh, not only the Young Bucks, man, you got FTR in there still. You could
Hmm.
do Edge and Christians. Like they could run through everybody and they would have great matches. Them
Yeah,
with
oh
the
yeah.
Rascals. I love the
The
Rascals. I can't
Rascals,
wait
they're
till
very good,
AEW
yeah.
start getting a push and stuff. But it's tons of yeah. I can't wait, man. We
I
only
don't
gotta
know
wait
what
what 90 days.
that well we aren't sure, they never tell you for sure, but I'm assuming 90 days, yeah.
MJF has been pushing them, so could they go
Yeah.
over there and be henchmen for MJF?
That would be interesting. I just assumed they would come in as faces.
I would love for them to stay heels and come in under MJF
That would be
and have that
interesting, yeah.
same swagger that they had when they left WWE and just be
Yeah.
assholes with MJF. Oh, that would be great.
That would be an interesting way to go. They're another one. I'm just not sure if they come to AEW if they're going to get booed, especially not right away.
Yeah,
I don't know, but
unless they do
I
something
definitely
crazy.
want them to come to AEW. Like you said, I want to see some of those matchups I want them to stay together as a tag team. I want to see some of those tag team matchups, and plus AEW's tag division needs to be bolstered a little.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely want to see that. I mean, Tony Khan is always trying to pick out of WWE's releases, and this is the perfect. These two are the perfect ones to do it for. If you're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
do it for anybody, it's these two right here.
definitely, yeah. And I assume just their high profile. Kofi Kingston was world champion. I kind of just assumed they'd be with WWE forever.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what I think. What I think it was, man. I think TKO realized what they had did with our truth and
Hmm.
all the backlash they got. They gave the New Day an offer that they had to refuse so it wouldn't look bad on TKO. Because if they'd have just released them the way that they did our truth,
Yeah.
everybody had already started like, what? The New Day? Y'all firing them? Before
Hmm.
they knew that the New Day was like they agreed to the release and stuff. But yeah, I think that's what that whole thing was about.
So it was
TKO
like a
trying to make themselves look somewhat good.
so it was like a public relations move.
Hmm.
I got you. I got you. I hadn't thought about that, but I think you might be right. Um, so up next, Rebel, real name Tanea Brooks. I'm not sure if I'm
Hmm.
pronouncing that correctly. She is diagnosed with terminal ALS while she's getting cancer treatments as well. Uh,
That's sad.
yeah, it's very sad. In a May 1st video, Rebel said she wants people to pray she has a quote peaceful passing. And she joined AEW all the way back in 2019. She's been there for 7 years. So ALS, if you don't know, it destroys nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord, causing muscle weakness, slurred speech, and eventual paralysis. So that's a pretty grim diagnosis there.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't have a whole lot to say about that besides, prayers for her that things go the best they can. I mean, she's going to die, unfortunately. But hopefully she can enjoy the time she has left. That's terrible. Can you imagine
Yeah.
getting that diagnosis?
I couldn't imagine, man.
I can't. I can't
It's no
imagine
way.
that.
There's no way, man.
And I think she's only. I could be wrong. I think the article I read says she was like 47 or something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, 47.
That's fucked up, man. I'm 42. I can't imagine only having 5 years left to live.
Yeah, when I saw it said 47, I was kind of shocked. I was like, damn, she didn't even look that old.
Yeah, no, she didn't. No. But yeah, I don't have much else to say except, we condolences go out to her and her family, and hopefully things
Yeah.
just are as peaceful and good for her and as they can be in the time she has left. Very, very sad story. Um,
Stan said, I'll watch this later. I got friends over. Just wanted to say hi and give y'all a like.
Thank you,
Appreciate it, Stan.
Baz. Yeah, make sure to catch it later. Yeah. All right, so up next, Tommy End, aka Malachi Black, aka Alistair Black. The Wrestling Observer reported that he is in negotiations with AEW. What do you think about him possibly returning to AEW?
I'm excited to an extent
Yeah,
because they didn't get it right the first time.
right.
And I don't know if that was because of him, and I don't know if that was because of management, but it they didn't do it right, man. I
Yeah,
loved him, Brody, and Buddy together, man.
no,
I
they were
love
great.
that team.
Maybe the
And if
best,
they
maybe the best trios champions they've had. Maybe one of the best teams they've
one
had.
of the yeah, if not the best.
Yeah,
And I don't have you heard anything about Buddy?
no,
Okay. Yeah, I I'm pretty sure that they'll bring his wife in with them since she got released too, Zelina.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm not. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with him. Are they going to bring him back and try to maybe do a program with him and Brody or what.
Mhm.
But I didn't think. I mean, from talking to Wolf last week, I didn't think it was happening.
Well, that was the first word. The rumor, at least, was that a lot of people backstage don't want him to come back. I mean, and that's still, from what I understand, that's still the case. A lot of people backstage don't want him back because he left kind of to go where the grass was greener in the WWE, and he found out the grass wasn't that green. He went for a year, wasn't featured on any pay-per-views, never got a title, and then they fired him.
Yeah,
So I don't know, man. I'm
and was
cautiously
supposedly and he
go
was
ahead.
supposedly to be he was supposed to supposedly supposed to be in the mix with the whole Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes thing for WrestleMania.
I remember hearing that rumor. Yeah, I didn't believe it, and it wasn't true. Yeah.
They teased it on an episode of SmackDown like 2 weeks before it, and then
Okay.
that was it.
Okay. Um, but yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic. I think he would do well. I'm not sure why people backstage, if they don't like him, they just don't like him jumping ship to WWE. I'm not sure what the deal is. Of
Yeah,
course,
I'm
there
not
were the
either.
rumors for a long time that he didn't want to be, pinned by a lot of the people in AEW. He kind of thought he was above them. So I don't
Yeah,
know if there's any truth to that. He disputed it several times, but of course, if that's how you act, you're not going to admit it a lot of times.
yeah.
So,
Um,
so I don't know. I'm
yeah,
cautiously optimistic, but you don't want to do anything and bring in someone who's going to hurt your morale in the locker room.
yeah, exactly.
So we'll see how it works out. We'll see.
Yeah. Thad says real quick, AEW should let Rebel win the women's belt just for a minute at All In. That would be a great feel good moment.
Yeah.
Uh, he also says, Buddy has been cleared a while back.
Oh,
And he also says Booker was ready to talk shit about Malachi. Yeah, I'm gonna go back probably in the morning and watch the Hall of Fame Booker T's podcast. I heard that he said some stuff on there, and I just ain't had enough time in the day to watch it.
oh, really?
Yeah,
You didn't hear what he had to say, though?
no, I just saw a bunch of clips of Booker that done ran his mouth, and Booker agrees with everybody else, and there's been a
No.
lot of Booker stuff going on social media lately. So I think
Okay.
that'll be my cup of coffee in the morning.
Booker will definitely speak his mind. I like that, at least.
Definitely.
But he's like a company man, he's like a WWE guy.
Hmm.
Um, Seems like he changed a lot after his time in WCW as the champion there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, all right. All right. The Guns returned. Colton and Austin Gunn are back on television. What will this return mean at this point in their careers? What will this mean for them? And what's it going to mean for the future of the Bang Bang Gang?
For the Guns,
Yeah.
eventually they're getting them belts.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
they're getting them tag team belts, and Colton looks like $1 million right now.
Yeah. He looks good.
He looks good, and the Guns are over. The Guns are over. I just hope they do something with them boys. I love that faction. I know they stay injured and whatnot, but Juice needs to be in a title somewhere, whether it's TNT or the one that Okada got. He needs to be fighting for a title.
Mhm.
Ace is a good. I don't know if Ace wrestles in ROH and AEW, but Ace is just a good ace to have in your pocket.
Yeah.
He's a good ace to have in your pocket. Then, like you said, man, what's the deal with Jay White? We thought he was going to come back, what, two pay-per-views ago?
Yeah. So I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah,
Um,
Thad says, I have a feeling Jay White is going to show up at Moxley and Juice match at the end.
oh, tonight. Wow. That would be great. I'd love to see him. I said it so many times. I think Jay White's returning tonight and this and that. I said it so many times I don't even say it anymore. I don't even believe it anymore.
Yeah.
So we'll see. That's an interesting prediction by Faz B there. We'll see if it's true. Uh,
It would be nice, man. That'll be the Bang Bang Gang at full strength. The
yep,
Death Riders at full strength. I don't mind seeing that them go head to head for a while.
definitely. That would be cool.
He,
And
he
elevate the
could be
Bang Bang
on.
Gang a little.
Yeah, he could be on to something though, because like you said, we said earlier, Juice and Ace beat Garcia and Yuta.
Right.
So maybe.
But yeah, I think this return, I think it'll be good for the Gums. And like we said several times, Colton looks in great shape. Maybe he's taking it more seriously now. I don't know, because he used to have no physique and he came back ripped. Uh, but I think this will be good for the Guns. I think they can work as faces or heels, however they want to do the Bang Bang Gang, which it looks like they're going to be faces. But definitely, it's overdue that they get the titles. I think,
Yeah, yeah,
and I think they'll have them sooner rather than later.
yeah. Daddy
Uh,
ass just said, Colton, come here, Colton. Daddy ass said, come here, Colton. You need to pump up like daddy.
yeah, yeah. It didn't look good when their 50-year-old dad was in better shape than they were.
Come on now, talk about it.
Austin still needs to get in a little better shape, though. I think.
He could he could mm, maybe cut up a little bit because I like the size that he's at
Yeah,
because it's kind of stocky and strong. Maybe just get it cut up a little bit. But
yeah.
yeah, other than that, I like how Austin is.
Yeah, I think it'll be great for the Bang Bang Gang if they can. They're near full strength, but I mean, it'll be awesome if they get Jay White back. So hopefully that
Yeah.
happens soon. Like I
Hmm.
said, I'm done waiting. I don't even know. I don't. I'm done speculating about Jay White's return because I just feel like it's never happening. So I don't know. Uh, Okay, so a couple weeks back, Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana, he called out the Ring of Honor World Champion Bandito in an Old West style vignette where he used a gun shaped lighter to burn a hole through Bandito's wanted poster, kind of poking fun at the Old West vignettes that Bandito had been doing. So this match, it looks like it's coming. Bandito and Swerve. Do you think we're going to see it at Double or Nothing later this month?
I know you love Bandito. I'm not. I like Bandito, but I'm not
Yeah.
a super fan of Bandito. I don't think he deserves to fight Swerve. At-
Wow.
I don't think he deserves it, but eh, no, that could be a dynamite. That could be a dynamite main event.
Stephen Chambers is here. What's up, guys? Been a
What's
while.
up,
Welcome back,
Steven?
Stephen. Thank you. Thank you for
Yes,
joining
yes,
us
yes.
tonight.
Yeah, I know how y'all feel about Bandito. I like Bandito, but
Mhm.
I just feel like that. I feel like that's beneath Swerve.
A lot of people were talking about Bandito as the wrestler of the year last year. We didn't give it to him. Uh, who did we give it to? Hangman Page?
I thought we get. Oh, you said wrestler of the year? Yeah, we
Wrestler of the
give it to
year.
Paige. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
we
what I
give it to
thought.
Paige. Yeah, I don't know. I really thought that we would see Swerve interfere in that Brody and Darby match.
Yeah, back in the world title picture.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting him to do. But I mean, I wouldn't be mad if this Swerve and Bandito. It would be an awesome freaking match. I just don't see the like. What is he? Is Swerve going for the ROH championship?
Yeah, so say they do fight. I mean, they it looks like they're going to fight, whether it's in Ring of Honor. I assume it'll be in AEW. I don't think Swerve's going down to Ring of Honor. But say
Hmm.
they do fight, does Swerve win the title?
That's what I'm saying, and I feel like that's beneath him. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And Steven says Zorro versus Django. That's funny.
Stupid.
Uh,
But you said you took it as him poking fun of the vignettes. I
yeah,
took it as Swerve claiming the bounty.
I got you. I
That's
got
how
you.
I took the vignette.
But I don't know if we'll see it at Double or Nothing. It looks like we're setting it up that way. They have what's today? They got 18 days left to make matches for that show.
Yeah.
So I figure we are going to see it at Double or Nothing.
Okay.
And does Swerve win the belt? I don't know, man. Like you said, pictured him as being back in the world title picture. So this seems kind of like, it's veering off into left field. The question, and it would be an awesome match when it happens, but the question is why?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
just out of nowhere, Swerve wants Bandito now.
yeah. We need more story for this.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully,
I
they give
mean,
us
I want to
a
hear
little bit
why
more
does
tonight.
Swerve want Bandito? Is he really after the Ring of Honor title? It seems beneath him, kind of like you said.
Yeah. If we get a reason or something, maybe I'll feel different. But I
Yeah,
got to know what that reason is because, like you said, it does seem out of left field.
yeah, yeah.
Steven said, guessing Fairway to Hell Saturday.
Fairway to Heaven, it's called. And is that Saturday?
What's that?
I'm not sure when that show is, but it's coming up in the next 2 weeks here. Yeah.
Is that Ring of Honor?
AEW is doing a show called Fairway to Heaven. I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
sure why they're doing a golf themed show, but Tony Khan, I believe, is hosting a golf tournament called Fairway to Hell,
Okay.
which is what, and I think, it's like a charity golf tournament. And so that's
Mm-hmm.
why they're doing the wrestling event called Fairway to Heaven,
Okay.
which is
He
kind of, it's
said,
weird.
yep, this Saturday, only an hour show.
An hour. Yeah, 1 hour. I'm not sure why only 1 hour. Uh,
Well, I know Backlash is Saturday too.
oh, maybe that's why. Okay. Last discussion question here. Should Darby Allin lose the world title before All In? That's August 30th. What do you think?
Mm.
Because I've assumed for a year almost, Will Ospreay is going to fight for the world title at All in Wembley Stadium.
If you're gonna make if you're gonna make Osprey join the Death Riders and
Right.
be a true heel asshole,
Yeah.
then you don't take the belt off of Darby. You let Darby and Osprey fight at All In
Yeah.
and build up to that. So with that being said, if that's how they're going, I say you keep this belt on Darby.
Do
Keep it
Darby
on.
versus Ospreay at All In?
Yep.
I could see that, but would you rather have, and Darby's fine, but would you rather see Ospreay fight someone better? And if
Ooh.
so, whom? Say Darby does lose the belt before then. Who should
I
he
mean,
lose it to? And again, let's assume Ospreay's fighting for the title at All In. If
you
Darby
got
loses the belt, who should he lose it to face Ospreay?
you're gonna have to build some other people up because we didn't have Hangman in the picture. We know Hangman can't go for the belt no more.
Right.
Um,
Ever again, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Mox and Osprey and All In.
Okay.
Um, you're gonna have to build somebody up. Like it's time to start pushing Okada up there and
Yeah.
Takeshita up there. Like they need to move on up to them world title jumps, man. That's the only way that I can see it not being Darby.
Yeah.
Because for me personally, there's nobody else I want to see. You now, if you're gonna tell me it's gonna be Okada and Osprey or Takeshita versus Osprey,
Yeah.
I'm with that.
Okay. Yeah. Either of those would be great. So yeah, I feel. I mean, it would be cool, and especially like you said, if Ospreay does join the Death Riders and turn heel, I think it would be interesting to have Darby, who's kind of right now he's like the face of AEW. He kind of embodies everything AEW is about. You know,
Hmm.
being an alternative. So if Ospreay did turn heel, I think that would be a great matchup, Darby and Ospreay. But I do feel like Ospreay if he's gonna win the title, which again I'm assuming he's winning the belt at that show. I'm making a lot of assumptions here.
You've been
But
saying that for months now.
I have, yeah. He's winning the belt in London, man. Isn't that where Wembley Stadium is? It's in London, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think so. He's winning the belt there. So I just feel like I'd rather see him wrestle someone more talented than Darby, you know? But who
Yeah.
should that be? Okada, Takeshita. I mean, maybe, I don't know. When is Kyle Fletcher supposed to be back?
See, I was thinking that too, but is it enough time to get a storyline to push Fletcher
Right.
up into that status?
Well, we've got
I would
almost
love
four.
to see that.
Yeah, and then you give Fletcher the belt kind of as a transitional champion to lose to Osprey.
Hmm.
I think that'd be cool. And then Fletcher can be up in the world title scene. It would elevate him. Uh, but he can still lose it to Osprey, and it wouldn't hurt Fletcher one bit. I don't think.
Not at all. Not at all. But you see what I'm saying, though? We need to elevate these other guys up there because
Yeah,
if we don't, we're just going to get the same matches that we've been seeing.
definitely.
Steven says Darby loses double or nothing is Osprey beats MJF at all in.
Wait, he said what now?
He said Darby loses, so I guess he
Yeah,
said he loses the belt to MJF,
yeah.
and then at double or nothing, Osprey beats MJF at all. No, Osprey beats MJF at all in.
Okay. That's kind of what I've pictured, yeah. And that's another would be a great challenger for Osprey. That would be an amazing match to main event all in. I think that's a great suggestion, Stephen. So is that what you want to see, Stephen, or what you think is happening? Or both? And Stephen says Takeshita's busy feuding inside the Don Callis family and dealing with Sonata in New Japan.
Hmm.
Okay. So Takeshita, maybe Steven feels Takeshita isn't gonna be elevated soon.
Yeah,
But like you
yeah,
said, they need to elevate some people so we don't see the same matches over and over. And Darby was just recently elevated, but we need some more.
man. Can Darby make it to fucking all in?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You mean physically?
Yes.
Yeah.
If he's gonna go hard like this every week,
Yeah.
mm, I know the boy is tough, but goddamn, man.
He is tough. He's gonna hurt himself terribly eventually. I don't want to see that, but I'm afraid that's gonna happen.
I'm
Uh
telling you, Mick Foley needs to just get in his ear just a little bit. Like, look, I understand, but gotta. I swear, some stuff is just unnecessary, man.
yeah, definitely.
I'd be so scared for him. Steven
Yeah.
says Fletcher's not going to be back until the fall,
Okay,
and
so
that's my
no
guy.
no
That's my
Fletcher and
guy.
Osprey.
Yeah, Fletcher is my guy, man. I love watching Fletcher.
No, no. So I've lost the ability to see the comments for somehow.
All good. I got you, bro. That was the last one right there. But so you thinking Osprey and MJF at all in?
I think that's what they should do, and I think that's probably what they will do. All these other matchups we're talking about, I think that's what they will do.
Hmm.
Hey Kay, can you come here?
I don't
On
know. I
this,
don't know if I'm
come here.
if I'm getting tired of MJF yet.
You're getting tired of MJF doing what?
I think I'm getting tired of MJF, man.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Can you
I
get
don't
this
know.
where I can see comments again? I can't see the comments. There's K Fabulous, everybody.
Hey, Kay, if MJF was to win the belt back, I probably feel better. But he needs to win it back soon and keep it until all in.
Yeah, yeah.
He needs to, yeah, he needs to win it and keep it until all in.
And
I
Steven,
understand Darby deserved it, but I
mhm.
didn't feel that MJF should have lost that belt.
It was tough. It was a tough call. I liked it just because it happened on Dynamite. Give me more world title changes on TV. Make it unpredictable. AEW's
It was
been
a
bad at that.
squash. It was a
Yeah,
squash.
yeah. I wanted to see a real match. Yeah, definitely. But it was surprising. It was surprising. Uh,
He's
Give me some more surprises, AEW. You don't need to wait until pay-per-views to have title changes. Give me
nope.
some reason to keep tuning in.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do enough surprising title changes for me.
Yeah, switch it up, make it unpredictable.
Yeah. And Steven says also the Brawling Birds will beat Divine Dominion at All In. Very possible, yeah, pleasing those British fans. Very possible.
Yeah, I can see it, but Divine Dominion, them are some beastly girls. They are some beastly girls. Yeah, I can't wait, man. Can't wait.
All right, now we're talking about Double or Nothing a bit. It's May 24th in Queens, New York. Right now we have two matches signed. Um, One of them is not Darby Allin versus MJF. That's what everyone seems to think it's going to be, but we'll see. The two matches we do have signed, we have international title match. Both members of the Callis family, Kazuchika Okada defends the belt against Konosuke Takeshita. Excuse me. That trips me up sometimes. Uh, so that should be a hell of a match, I think. I've been waiting for those two to go at it. Uh,
Me too.
may end up, no matter what else is on the card, that may end up being the match of the night.
And I hope it's no time limit. Just let them go. I don't care how
Yeah,
much time they need. Let them go.
yeah. Do you think after that match, one of them is going to end up leaving the Callis family, maybe?
I think Don Callis is going to have to make a decision and pick one to roll with. And I couldn't tell you who it would be.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell
yeah.
you who it would be because it seems like the fans are really getting behind Kesta now. So
Mhm.
he might end up sticking with Okada. Okada's a good ass heel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I feel like one of them is going to end up splitting off from the Callis family after this match. But like you said, I'm not sure which one because it feels like Takeshita might win, but Okada is kind of like Moxley. Don't ever pick against him. He doesn't
Mm-hmm.
lose. Okada does not
Yeah.
lose. All right, the other match we have signed for Double or Nothing is the World Tag Team Title match. It's an I Quit match, and it is a titles versus tag team career match, meaning FTR is putting the belts up, and if Cage and Cope lose, they
Mm-hmm.
cannot be a tag team anymore. So that should be an interesting one. I'm not sure if I've ever seen a tag team I Quit match.
I don't think I have either.
And here's
Um,
Steven real quick. He says Jungle Jack Perry wrestling Mark Davis this Saturday at Fairway to Heaven for the national title. Yep. And
okay.
wait, he said one more thing. Uh,
He said, "Bitch,
he said
make it."
Bitchmaker, talking about Okada, is losing. I kind of
Ah,
feel that, but again, I can't. They push Okada pretty hard as an elite wrestler, which is what he is, and he does not lose matches really.
and
So it
Takeshita
would
is
be a
so
big
close with
deal for
every.
Takeshita to beat him. I think it would be a big deal for Takeshita's career.
Takeshita is so close with everybody still in the Don Callis family. Like Fletcher is his guy, and it seems like Okada is fake with that shit. So I don't know, man. That's gonna be real interesting, man. Real
Hmm.
interesting.
So FTR versus Cage and Cope. Are Cage and Cope gonna end their tag team career? What do you know?
I hope. I
You
hope
think
not.
they're finally winning the tag belts?
Yes, yes. Not the way that I wanted them to win it,
Yeah,
but I'll take it if that's what it's going to take for them not to split. I'm not
yeah,
ready for them to split up yet. I'm not ready. We still need a. It's not a TLC in AEW, but we still need Christian and Cope versus FTR versus the Young Bucks.
yeah. That would be awesome. Yeah.
We need it.
AEW, the tag teams they have, aside from like MXM, are pretty awesome, but they just don't have enough tag teams.
Yeah.
But they did add Top Flight's back on TV, and they're very good. And they have added the Rascals in, and you got the Dogs, which two of them can form a team on any night. So they're
Yeah.
good. They're getting there, but they could still use some more tag teams. I feel like.
Hmm.
But they're getting there. They're definitely making a point to add some teams. And if the New Day goes over, that would be a great signing for the tag team division.
Shoot, I would. Well,
Uh,
no, I kind of want them to go to JCW.
they
And
don't have the money for the New Day.
no, no, not the New Day, not the New Day. I'm talking
Oh,
about those two guys that was in the Wyatt Six, Dexter
oh,
Loomis and Gacy.
yeah.
Yeah, I would rather them go to JCW, but I wouldn't mind them in AEW.
I would rather see them in JCW too. Yeah, I think they'd fit in well there. And speaking of them, just to talk about WWE for a second, we try not to on this show. It's about AEW,
Hmm.
but you know, the rumor is that people at TKO, or maybe it's Nick Khan, they don't like these, supernatural gimmicks, or kind of dark characters. I mean, they released all in one fell swoop. They released Aleister Black, and they released everybody in the Wyatt Six, and these are all kind of dark characters. What do you
Yeah.
think about that? You think there's any truth to that, or you think it's just a coincidence?
No, I think it is. I
Yeah,
think it is.
I think so
I
too.
think it is. And I don't. I blame it. I blame it on creators. They don't know how. They don't know how to do that stuff.
Right. Yeah.
They don't know how to do that stuff. I blame it on creators. If somebody can make a freaking two freaking zombies interesting, if somebody can make two zombies interesting and want to see them, you can do something in AEW with the supernatural stuff.
Yeah, and of course,
I mean, in
Switch is talking
WWE with it.
about the outbreak in JCW. Which, if you've not seen them, if you've not seen JCW, check it out. It's Thursdays at 7 on YouTube, and we'll be doing a watch along Thursday at 6:55.
Hmm.
But yeah, the outbreak are great at what they do, and like you said, yeah, you can get supernatural characters over. Papa Shango was a great one. I'm not sure how over he was. He never won any big matches, but he was a great character.
They dropped the
Uh,
ball on Papa Shango too.
oh yeah, yeah. He could have been way more than he was in that company. I feel like he
Hmm.
wasn't the best wrestler in the world, but he was fine. He was good.
He was good enough
He
to
was
get a
good
match,
enough.
have a match. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I forgot about the Motor City Machine Guns. Yeah, Steven, the Motor City Machine Guns going to be all elite because July 29th Dynamite's in Detroit.
and I think they are definitely headed to AEW. Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
another big tag team signing. So they're definitely making a point to add teams, which is very good because I love tag team wrestling. AEW has, like I said, they have several great tag teams, and we got the Guns back. We got the Motor City Machine Guns probably coming. We got the New Day. I would say probably coming. So the tag team division is heating up in AEW.
One more person that I hope WWE drops because they're
Yeah.
not doing nothing with him and send him to AEW to join his boy, Johnny Wrestling.
Okay.
Send them
Okay.
over there. Send them over there with Samantha and let them form their thing and let them do their thing.
Okay. Well, yeah, the word in the pipeline is that there are more WWE releases coming, a second wave of them. So we'll see. But yeah, those two matches we mentioned, those are the only matches signed for Double or Nothing. So they've got 18 days to fill out the rest of the card. And AEW sometimes they're not very good at that. They need to build things up more. They a lot of times they throw these pay-per-views together like the week before the show.
Hmm.
And I don't like
Yep.
that. I mean, the pay-per-views are always going to be good or great, but I feel like their feuds and their storylines could use some work, could last a little longer before the show.
Hmm. And make it a little bit more intriguing, man. Like,
And
hold up,
what
Martin. I was just reading the jump.
Martin's back. He says not
Hmm.
sure how to get JCW on here in the UK, but I'd love to check it out. Can you not get YouTube in the UK?
He's
It's
on
at
YouTube
7,
now.
huh? Well, he may
He's
be
on
watching us
YouTube.
on X though. Or is he
Oh,
on
okay.
YouTube? I don't know. I can't say.
Yeah,
He's on
it's
YouTube. He's on YouTube.
yeah, it's the YouTube button on
So,
mine.
and in your time, if you're 5 hours ahead, it would come on at midnight your time on YouTube. You
Hmm.
can watch it live when it airs on Thursdays, or you can watch it anytime throughout the week. And all their episodes are on YouTube. So I would recommend before Thursday, if you're going to watch it, go back a few weeks so you can familiarize yourself with the storylines. Because JCW, the thing they do best is storylines and
Yep.
characters. So it would help to know what's going on before you watch Thursday.
You, you take JCW's story ability with
Hmm.
AEW's wrestling. Oh my
Yeah.
God, it would be gold.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I can't see the other comments. Let's see.
Martin says the JCW stream on YouTube. He said, yeah. He said, oh man, that's great. And Steven says, have to be a night owl watching wrestling in the UK
Oh yeah.
for
And
our stuff.
it's like 11:55 there right now.
That's crazy, yo.
So thank you for joining us late night,
Heck
Martin.
yeah, man. Heck
Good to see
yeah.
you again. So yeah, those two matches are all we got signed for Double or Nothing. So we'll see how the card fills out. But
Hmm.
now it is time for our top fives.
Let's
Our
get it.
weekly top five ratings, where we rate the top five men, the top five teams, and the top five women in AEW. So we do it every week, and it's based on the week we just had. So it's AEW Weekly. We base it on this week. So Switch and I both kind of come up with our own top five. We combine it. We fight over it. We call each other names. We eventually get the top five together, and it's a cumulative top five between both of our
Hmm.
opinions. So let's do ladies first. The women, number five. She was an enhancement talent. Nixie XS makes the top five. We didn't have a ton of women's matches this week. She
We
lost
didn't.
to who'd she lose to? Sky Blue.
Sky Blue.
Number four, Anna Jay, who has been greatly improved, but she didn't have a great match with Willow. She lost to Willow. She got a TBS title shot and lost.
Hmm.
Number three, Sky Blue. And as I said, she beat Nixie XS. Number two, Willow Nightingale, the TBS champion, who beat Anna Jay in that match. And number one, the world champion, Tekla, both of our favorites, you know.
The Toxic Spider.
So number one, Tekla. Number two, Willow Nightingale. Number three, Sky Blue. Number four, Anna Jay. Number five, Nixie XS. Just barely worked
Hmm.
herself in there.
Yeah.
Now we'll do the top five teams. Number five, RPG Vice, the team of Trent and Rocky Romero, who are a good team, but they don't win very much.
Nope.
But they were on TV this week, and
At least they
they
let Trent take the pin because usually it's Romero taking the pin.
oh yeah, almost always, yeah. Number four, two members of the Death Riders, Daniel Garcia and Wheeler Yuta. Um, and in that match this week, we saw Yuta. He was a bloody mess.
Hmm.
I always enjoy that in matches. Number three, the World Trios champions, the conglomeration, Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong. And I noticed in your top five, you didn't put any trios. Was that on purpose or an accident?
I just didn't add them because I thought the trios was different. That's why I didn't. I should have
Yeah, we're
asked you about that.
tag teams and trios together. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, that's fine. Number two, the team of Cage and Cope, who have a very good winning record in AEW. They're the number one contenders to the tag
Hmm.
titles. They have that match at Double or Nothing. And number one, your World Tag Team Champions, one of the best teams in AEW, if not the best, and that is FTR. So we got number one, FTR, number two, Cage and Cope, number three, the Conglomeration Trios team, number four, Daniel Garcia and Wheeler Yuta, number five, RPG Vice. So, like we said, even though RPG Vice lost, they still make the list because we only had so many teams matches. And if you don't wrestle, you're not going to make the top five unless you're like world champion, you know?
Hmm.
So that's how that works, everybody. Now for the men singles. Number five, Roosh, who got a squash win over Steven Fuerte. Number four, the international champion Kazuchika Okada, who did he beat this week? He kept his international title.
Ace.
Ace, yeah, that's right. Number three, the national champion Jungle Jack Perry, who in his match against Dorada, he broke out some new moves. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too, man. He did. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's been improving too. It's good to see. And they're doing that whole thing where like Luchasaurus is his bus driver, you know?
I love it.
and they're
He was
driving a bus from show to
Luchasaurus was
show.
taking a piss in Crocs.
Well, and they had what was weird. They had Jack Perry look over at Luchasaurus's dick while they were pissing.
Uh-huh.
Weird. Do you think Luchasaurus has like a scaly dick?
I'm telling yeah. Reptilian and everything. It might got to split off at the end.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Number 2, the TNT champion Kevin Knight, who kept his belt. Who did he fight again?
Well, he had two matches. He
Oh,
fought
right.
MJF on
He,
Dynamite, and
yeah,
then he fought Hook on Collision.
he might have had the best week out of anyone in AEW. But
Yeah.
number 1 is your world champion Darby Allin. That still kind of feels weird to say, world champion Darby Allin. He has
Yep.
successful defense against Brody King. So number 1, Darby Allin. Number 2, Kevin Knight. Number 3, Jack Perry. Number 4, Kazuchika Okada. Number 5, Rouge, who has been getting pushed a bit lately. It would be nice to see him fight for a belt.
Yeah.
But yeah, the singles champions were our top 4, and that doesn't always happen because a lot of times champions won't fight every week. But top 4 were the champs this week.
Yep. I love it. And
All
number
right,
5 is
and
gonna be a champ.
say what?
Number 5 is gonna be a champ. I'm
Yeah.
I'm digging Roosh.
And we're going to finish off tonight. We're going to do a brief preview of Dynamite. They're doing Dynamite and Collision tonight in North Charleston, South Carolina. We'll do a real quick preview of that show tonight. We got a world title match, another one. We got the champion Darby Allin going up against the number 2 rated singles star, the TNT champion Kevin Knight. And the TNT title is not on the line. I would love to see Kevin Knight win it. Give me a surprise, boost him up. Like you said, that's another guy who needs to be elevated. They could do it real quick. Have Kevin Knight win it. Why the fuck not,
Yep.
We have a double Jeopardy match. One half of the tag champs, Dax Harwood, taking on 1/3 of the trios champs, Orange Cassidy. So here's what's up. The winner's team gets a shot at the loser's team's titles. So if Dax loses, Orange Cassidy and a member of the conglomeration fight FTR for their belts. If Orange Cassidy loses, FTR and a partner will fight the conglomeration for the trios belts.
Ciampa.
Yeah. Oh, is that definitely Ciampa?
Yeah.
Is it Ciampa or Ciampa?
Ciampa. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Tabasco.
Yeah, Tommaso. We have a Continental non-title eliminator match. We got the champion John Moxley of the Death Riders taking on Juice Robinson of the Bang Bang Gang. So the eliminator matches means it's non-title, but if Juice beats John Moxley, Juice will receive a shot at the Continental title.
And I
So
think
I'm not sure if I see that
15
happening.
minutes.
Do what?
Is that a 15-minute time limit or 20-minute time limit
I'm not sure.
for that belt?
What? Do you see a draw happening there, maybe?
It wouldn't surprise me.
And we also have the team that is kind of in the middle of a split up. We were saying we don't know what's going on with it. Hikaru, Hikaru Shida and Chris Statlander are facing off against Mina Shirakawa and Harley Cameron. So that's your lineup for tonight. And everybody, thank you for watching the return of AEW Weekly. We will be back next Wednesday at 6 p.m. doing the same kind of thing. Of course, discussing new topics. We'll have the top 5. Maybe some more matches are added to Double or Nothing. And we'll, of course, do our ratings, bone ratings for Collision and Dynamite. And let's see here. Steven says several dirt sheets reporting Black negotiating with AEW. Yeah, check out the beginning of the show. We talked about that. Steven also says, be perfect for Jay White to return. Take my money. Mox versus White. Hey, that would be great too. I would love to see Jay White back. He's great. And Steven says, Sheeta turning heel. I think definitely, yeah. I don't know
Yeah,
why they didn't do it last week. Is it happening tonight? I don't know. We'll see. They messed it up last week. I don't know what
yeah,
happened in that match.
yeah. I could tell you.
Um, but yeah, so at 7:55, very shortly here, it's going to be a different stream than this. We're doing our Dynamite and Collision watch along, and it's going to be me, Switch, and Wolf will be joining us, and maybe Dylan. I invited Dylan. Doing the Dynamite and Collision watch along. Tomorrow night at 6:55, we're doing our JCW Lunacy watch along. That show is free on YouTube. Come join us for the watch along. If you've not seen JCW under Vince Russo's writing, definitely check it out. It's a very entertaining show. Good wrestling, great storylines, great characters. It's a lot of fun. It's a wrestling show I most look forward to every week.
Sure.
AEW has better wrestling, but as far as being the most entertaining show, it's definitely JCW Lunacy for me.
Yeah. And speaking of Vince Russo, why don't you tell them what we did earlier this last week?
Last week, Switch and I interviewed Vince Russo, former head writer of WWF, WCW, TNA, current head writer of JCW, former WCW world champion. And he was great. He was a great guest. We talked about all those companies that he's worked for. We talk a little about his private life outside of wrestling. But he was a great guest. It's about an hour-long interview. I will tell you, the first 5 minutes, the audio was a little rough, but the rest of the interview is fine. But check it out. It's one of our most watched episodes we've ever done. So thank you all for watching it. And if you've not seen it, it's on YouTube, youtube.com/at no bones about wrestling. Just look for it. It's there. And it's on X. You got to scroll down a little, but our X account is at no bones wrestling. That's at no bones, RASSLIN. Let's see here. Martin says, I'm going to go do a little work on my league prep. Might jump back in, but if not, good to see you guys again and pass my well wishes on to Kay. We definitely will. Thank you, Martin. He says, I watched it today, the Russo interview. Awesome. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Yeah, if I say so myself, it was a great interview. You know, we tried to ask him some questions. He hasn't been asked 1,000 times already.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I think we asked some interesting questions, and he had great answers for us. So yeah, tomorrow night, JCW Lunacy. Tuesday, we will be back. We do a show called Tuesday Night Russo, where we are going through the Vince Russo era, the Attitude Era of WWF. And Tuesday at 7, we are watching the Raw is War the night after WrestleMania 14. It's Raw is War from March 30th, 1998. And we're going to see Vince McMahon's reaction to Stone Cold being the new world champion. And we're going to see the formation of the new D-Generation X. So it's a great episode of Raw, one of the best ever, I think. And really, WrestleMania 14 and that Raw kickstart the real start of the Attitude Era, I think.
It does, man.
That's
Watching that
Tuesday.
WrestleMania with y'all yesterday, watching that, it started opening up. I started remembering angles and stuff that happened to. I'm like, I can't wait now, man. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, great show. WrestleMania 14, one of my favorite WrestleManias. Great show. Every match was good.
Yeah.
So if you haven't watched that, we did a watch along for WrestleMania 14 last night. It's on X. It's on YouTube. I do a countdown when we start the show. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play. Just watch it and press play when I say to. And WrestleMania 14 is on Netflix in the WrestleMania Vault. And of course, you could use your VHS copy or DVD copy, do the same thing. But just check that out. And everybody, we are going to see you in 46 minutes, 7:55. We're doing our Dynamite and Collision watch along. So for now, I'll tell you, love yourselves, love each other, and for the love of God, use your turn signals out there. And we'll see you in 45 minutes. Like I said, it'll be a different stream, so you have to click a different stream. but just 45 minutes from now. And everybody have a good 45 minutes. Get a sandwich. Do what you need to do. Looks like a good show tonight, so we'll check it out. And thank you, Switch, as always, for being here. And as I said, AEW Weekly, we'll be doing it every Wednesday at 6, talking all about AEW. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Like this. That makes a big difference for us. Like it, subscribe to us, and share it around. And we'll see you very soon, everybody.
Peace out,
See you in a
y'all.
bit, Switch.
Yep.